Deus has given a good signal on it. So, and look at this, and you realise it's. So they've got it going. Well, it's October now, and we're well into the detecting season. My farmer out near Cirencester has rung me to say that he's been ploughing and rolling some of his land. So I'm welcome to go out there with a couple of friends and really see what I can find. It's been quite productive, so fingers crossed. Today I'm on one of my favourite Celtic sites. I've been coming here for possibly 10 to 15 years, so stuff is getting a little bit scarce to find now. It was very productive when I first found it. You can see it's quite a large field, and there's a hill fort on the top, so this is why the area was cultivated, obviously, in Celtic times. I believe there was possibly a small settlement on this particular field, which is known as Stony Ground. So obviously, being well drained, it was the perfect place to have a small encampment. But we hope to find something today, but nothing's guaranteed. Really got to put in the hours, really. So let's see what happens. Again, another little finds just come to the surface. I have done this field many times. It doesn't produce many hammered, but just found this little cut halfpenny, I think. It's quite small. That gave a cracking signal. So that's with the high frequency coil. Not missing much on here, so I'm well impressed. Here we are using the XY screen. You can see we got a really good dig signal here. Now I'm going to have a look at that, see what it is. Having a good run for my money now. This is where I just found a Saxon, and I thought, well, I'll just scout around just in case there may be more. Had another signal close by. And at the end of my probe there, you can see, look at that. That's nice, isn't it? Nice little Roman. Quite unusual. Don't think I've got one like that in my collection. A bit of a pin in there, but that's actually very nice. And look, that's only just 3 foot away from where possible Saxon coins just come up. So amazing, isn't it? About 15 really feet pleased away. About that. I thought I'd sort of hammer the area just in case there may be some more Saxon pennies. But I've actually turned up a little skeet here, about 700 AD. It looks like it's looks like a porcupine skeet. You can see on that side that's quite well struck, really. Amazing, and that was winkled out with this coil. And this is a field I've actually done many times before, but it's never turned up Saxon, and that's 2 bits of Saxon in 2 days. So I'm actually quite pleased about that. And if we have a closer look at the coin, you can see it's a skeet, it's a porcupine. Very well struck. If we turn it over, I think this one's called top 2 or something. You can see a T and a T and an O in the middle, and I think it's meant to be top 2 or something. Nice bit of silver though. Couldn't have missed it with the Deus, not with the setup I'm using at the moment, but cracking coin. Come back, Gary, all's not lost. Hey, no, don't go. The viewers want to see your finds. Oh, you haven't got any. Oh well.
Little grasshopper. If you go to east, you see fortune cookie tell you to dig hole in the ground. It bring you very good luck.
That's a Roman, is it?
I think it's a Roman.
You think it's a Roman?
It's not my find.
Well, not Gary's find.
Well, is it
I think.
coil?
Oh, hey, look at that. That is nice, isn't it? Look at that. It's been sat there for 2,000 years, and I think that is a cracking coin. So go on then, put it out.
Shall I? Shall I do that?
Go on then. Oh, oh. I think that's quite a nice one, isn't it?
Very nice one.
Look at that. Oh, so lucky. In fact, actually, that's one of the nicest ones I've turned up off here. Look. Can't beat that, can you? And I think that that's not a bad portrait, is it either? Look at that. Don't you wish he was as lucky as me?
I wish.
Well, we must crack on. Just had yet another signal. Again, it's a brooch. It was a very iffy signal. Got Russ here to try his machine. Bit up and down, wasn't it?
Bit up and down. Bit back, so.
The high frequency coil did give on the XY screen a good indication it was something good. So you can see it here sticking out the soil. What we do is just break it out carefully so we don't damage it. See what it is. I suspect it's probably either Roman or Celtic. There we go. It looks like it's going to be... I don't know, it's like, oh, that's a bit odd. Oh yeah, it's
Pin as well.
yeah, pins there, down by the sides, a bit bent. Looks very, very early. So it possibly could be Celtic, but certainly at least first century. So that's a good little find there, Russ.
Very nice, well done.
Hey, come on then.
Upwards and upwards.
Onwards and upwards.
Here in the deepest of Gloucestershire, we can see evolution in reverse. This is Bronze Grove Man. We can see it's a hunter-gatherer, and its body has feasted on many a curry. Its stooped back requires an aid of a metal detector to support its vast weight. Now, we have earlier footage of the mating ritual being carried out by Bronze Grove Man in the field here. You can see how the buttocks are patted to attract a mate. And this is how Bronze Grove Man has adapted to living outdoors.
Well, I'm quite excited now. This is day 4, and I've just turned up a Taboni silver unit. You can see on this side it's got a very abstract horse with 3 tails, and if we turn it over, you can see there's a very crude face. This is a Cotswold cock type with noon head right at the bust and like a sunburst on the chin. But quite rare. It's the first one I've turned up like this one on this site. Just shows you that each time the fields are ploughed, something new comes up. and a roundup of the finds from the last 4 days. 2 complete Roman brooches. We've got a catch plate off a Celtic brooch. The round little bauble you see there, that's off a Celtic brooch as well. We've got a nice Constantine Roman bronze there. We got Charles I penny. We have a silver unit, De Bonny unit, and there's a bronze Celtic unit as well. We've got a Saxon skeet with a porcupine skeet. Half a Edward Confessor penny, a button, and we had another handful of dross as well. But that's not too bad from 4 days detecting. I think I'll be quite happy about that. And we'll see what the fields produce in the future. Well folks, that's it for 4 days of detecting in the heart of Gloucestershire. Quite pleased about the variety of finds which have turned up. Nice to have the Celtic and the Saxon. Hopefully when this field behind me is ploughed, it will turn up a few more objects. I've now been coming here for about 10 years, and as I say, on the turn of each plough I'm still finding objects, so it's a case of never give up. They may not be as productive as they used to be when I first came here, but certainly I wouldn't give up on this land for a few more years. And as I say, something spectacular may turn up in the near future, so keep watching the videos and I'll see what I can do.